The Power of Saying Less. Learn to Speak with Impact. Written and published by Stoic Ranger. Introduction. Have you ever noticed how the most impactful speakers don't flood you with words? They mesmerize you with their clarity and intention. In a world overflowing with noise and endless chatter, the true power lies in saying less, but meaning more. Imagine commanding attention without raising your voice, inspiring action without speaking for hours, and leaving a lasting impression with just a few carefully chosen words. What if the secret to truly connecting with others and making your voice heard was simply learning how to speak with purpose and precision? Stick around, because today we're diving into the power of saying less. Learn to speak with impact. Get ready to transform how you communicate, one intentional word at a time. Chapter 1. The Science of Silence. In today's fast-paced world, where constant chatter and distractions surround us, silence might seem like an odd choice. However, silence can actually become one of your most powerful tools in communication. This chapter delves into how silence affects our minds and emotions. Psychologically, silence allows both the speaker and listener time to process and absorb information, creating a deeper connection. Emotionally, it can evoke a sense of calm and control, helping you appear more confident and composed. When you use silence strategically, it draws attention to what you're about to say, making your words more impactful. By pausing before responding or making a point, you show that you're thoughtful and in control. This simple technique not only helps people listen more attentively, but it also gives your words more weight. Instead of rushing to fill every moment with speech, you learn to embrace the power of well-timed pauses that leave a lasting impression. This chapter will teach you how to use silence effectively, allowing your voice to be heard even in the quietest of moments. Silence also creates space for others to speak and share their thoughts, making them feel heard and valued. In conversations, it's easy to feel pressure to fill every gap with words, but those pauses can be golden opportunities for deeper dialogue. Additionally, silence can help you avoid saying something you might regret, allowing you time to carefully consider your words. By mastering the science of silence, you'll also learn how to become more present in conversations, showing a level of attentiveness that others will appreciate. As you incorporate these techniques into your daily interactions, you'll find that silence not only enhances your communication skills, but also transforms the way you connect with others. Chapter 2. Less is More. The Art of Precision. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information, the ability to say less and still convey a powerful message is an invaluable skill. The art of precision focuses on communicating more effectively by using fewer words. Too often we speak in circles or over-explain, thinking that more words will make our message clearer. However, this can lead to confusion and overwhelm. Instead, learning to be concise helps your message stand out and ensures your audience grasps your key points without distraction. The concept of less is more goes beyond simply shortening your sentences. It's about focusing on what truly matters. It's about identifying the core of your message and eliminating unnecessary details. By mastering the skill of precision, you'll be able to get to the heart of the matter quickly and leave a lasting impact. Think of it like editing a great piece of writing. You cut out the fluff, refine your ideas, and allow the strength of your words to shine. When you speak with precision, your audience can follow your thoughts more easily, and your message will feel purposeful and intentional. This approach not only makes communication more efficient, but also demonstrates your respect for the listener's time. By simplifying your language, you give your words the space to truly resonate. Learning to avoid over-explaining and becoming comfortable with saying less transforms how you communicate in everyday conversations, presentations, and written communication. Speaking with precision helps you sound more authoritative, confident and clear, as every word is intentional and powerful. It's not about limiting your voice, it's about ensuring that every word counts and leaving a strong impression with minimal effort. Chapter 3. Listening to speak better. Effective communication isn't just about talking, it's about listening. Great speakers are also great listeners. By truly listening to others, you gain deeper insights into their needs, thoughts and feelings, which allows you to respond in ways that are more meaningful and impactful. Listening creates an environment of trust, where others feel heard and valued, and it enhances your ability to connect with them on a deeper level. When you listen actively, you're not just waiting for your turn to speak, you're fully engaged in understanding the speaker's message. This type of listening encourages you to observe both verbal and non-verbal cues, such as tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions. These details give you more context, allowing you to craft your response in a way that resonates with the person you're communicating with. Active listening also provides you with the time to pause and reflect before responding. This helps you avoid impulsive reactions that can lead to miscommunication or misunderstandings. By taking a moment to process what's been said, you can offer thoughtful, well-considered responses that are more likely to strengthen the conversation. Moreover, when you listen attentively, you allow others to share their perspectives, which can lead to richer, more productive conversations. This approach not only fosters respect and collaboration, but also makes people more open to hearing your thoughts and opinions. As you listen and understand, you'll find that you're able to speak with greater clarity, confidence and impact. The more you focus on listening, the better your speaking will become, because you'll be speaking from a place of understanding, not just opinion. Mastering the balance between listening and speaking will not only improve your communication skills, but will also help you build stronger relationships, whether in personal interactions or professional settings. Chapter 4. The weight of every word. Every word you speak carries weight, and understanding the impact of your language is essential for effective communication. In a world where words are often used carelessly, choosing your words with intention makes your message more powerful and authentic. Each word has the potential to inspire, influence, or even harm, so it's important to be mindful of how you use them. When you speak, think about the meaning behind the words you choose. Are they aligned with your values? Do they reflect the message you truly want to convey? By carefully selecting words that are clear, honest, and precise, you ensure that your speech is both effective and authentic. The goal is not just to say something, but to say it in a way that resonates with your audience. The weight of every word also comes into play when you are mindful of how much you speak. Rather than speaking just to fill space or to seem knowledgeable, focus on what truly adds value to the conversation. The fewer words you use to express your thoughts, the more powerful those words become. This can also help avoid misunderstandings and confusion. The tone and delivery of your words amplify their impact. A well-chosen word can sound even more profound when spoken with the right tone, emotion, and timing. Understanding how to match your tone with your message ensures that your words are received as intended, creating a deeper connection with your audience. Mastering the weight of every word means recognizing that communication is not just about speaking, but about choosing the right words, saying them with purpose, and delivering them with confidence. By doing so, you can convey messages that leave a lasting impression and inspire positive change. Chapter 5. Mastering Non-Verbal Communication. Words are powerful, but they are only part of the story. Non-verbal communication, body language, facial expressions, gestures, and tone of voice speaks volumes, often conveying more meaning than words ever could. Mastering these subtle forms of communication can elevate your ability to connect with others, convey your message more effectively, and project confidence and credibility. When you speak, your body is always sending signals. Your posture, eye contact, hand movements, and even the way you stand or sit influence how your message is received. For example, crossed arms might signal defensiveness or discomfort, while an open posture suggests receptiveness and confidence. Paying attention to these cues ensures that your body is reinforcing the message you are trying to communicate with words. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of non-verbal communication. It conveys sincerity, trustworthiness, and attentiveness. When you maintain good eye contact with your audience, whether it's one person or a group, you establish a connection that makes your message feel more personal and impactful. However, it's important to strike a balance. Too little eye contact can seem evasive, while too much can feel intimidating. The key is to engage naturally and meaningfully. Facial expressions also play a major role in how your words are interpreted. A smile can convey warmth and openness, while a furrowed brow can suggest confusion or disagreement. Even subtle shifts in your expression can communicate your emotions and intentions, often more effectively than words. Being aware of your facial expressions helps you ensure that they align with the tone and content of your message. Gestures, too, can be a powerful tool for enhancing communication. When used appropriately, hand gestures can emphasize key points, making your message more dynamic and memorable. For example, using your hands to illustrate the size of something or to punctuate a point can help clarify your message. However, excessive or erratic gestures can be distracting and detract from what you're saying, so it's important to use them intentionally and in moderation. Your tone of voice, how you say something, is just as important as what you say. A calm, steady tone can make your message feel more trustworthy, while a raised voice might suggest urgency or anger. The tone you use should match the message you're trying to convey. For instance, speaking in a soft, compassionate tone can create a sense of empathy, while an assertive tone can command attention and authority. Paying attention to how your tone complements your words can help you communicate with greater precision and impact. One of the most critical aspects of nonverbal communication is listening to others' body language. By observing their movements, posture, and expressions, you can gauge how they feel and adjust your own communication style accordingly. If someone is fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, or crossing their arms, they may be uncomfortable or uninterested. In such cases, adjusting your own nonverbal signals, such as leaning in slightly, softening your tone, or maintaining more relaxed posture, can help put them at ease and improve the flow of the conversation. Nonverbal communication is not just about sending the right signals, but also about interpreting the signals others are sending. Being aware of others' body language allows you to respond more empathetically and appropriately. It's a skill that deepens your understanding of the people you interact with, enhancing both personal and professional relationships. Mastering nonverbal communication requires awareness, practice, and mindfulness. As you develop this skill, you'll find that your interactions become more fluid and authentic. Your ability to communicate effectively will not be limited to the words you say, but will also extend to the messages you convey with your body, your expressions, and your presence. Through nonverbal communication, you can enhance your ability to connect, inspire, and influence others, making every conversation more meaningful and impactful. Chapter 6. Influence through curiosity. The power of influence is not always in what you say, but in the questions you ask. Curiosity is a force that invites conversation, fosters understanding, and opens doors to deeper connections. When you approach others with genuine curiosity, it shows that you value their perspectives and are truly interested in what they have to offer. This curiosity becomes a tool for influence, allowing you to guide discussions, spark creative ideas, and even inspire change, all by asking the right questions at the right time. Curiosity-driven questions are not just about gathering information, they are about creating an environment of trust, collaboration, and mutual respect. When you ask questions that invite deeper reflection, you demonstrate that you see the other person as more than just a source of answers. You see them as a partner in conversation, someone whose thoughts and insights matter. This sense of respect and openness helps to build rapport, making others more willing to share their ideas and engage in meaningful dialogue. One of the most powerful aspects of curiosity is that it shifts the focus from you to the other person. Rather than talking about yourself or dominating the conversation, you create space for the other person to express themselves fully. This makes them feel valued and heard, which in turn fosters goodwill and strengthens relationships. When people feel listened to, they are more likely to listen to you in return, creating a balanced and respectful exchange. Curiosity can also be a catalyst for problem-solving and innovation. By asking open-ended questions, those that don't have a simple yes or no answer, you encourage others to think critically and creatively. Questions like, "What if we approached this differently?" or "How could we improve this idea?" can spark new possibilities and help generate solutions that might not have been considered otherwise. When you ask questions that prompt reflection and new ways of thinking, you invite people to step outside of their usual mindset and consider alternative perspectives. In addition to sparking creativity, curiosity helps you understand people's needs and desires more clearly. When you ask thoughtful questions, you gain insights into what drives them, what challenges they face, and what motivates their behavior. This deeper understanding allows you to tailor your responses and actions in ways that are more empathetic and effective. For instance, in a professional setting, asking questions about someone's goals or struggles can help you offer more relevant advice or support. In personal relationships, curiosity enables you to be more compassionate and responsive to the needs of others. Curiosity also plays a key role in managing conflict and navigating difficult conversations. Instead of approaching a disagreement with the intention of winning or proving a point, you can approach it with curiosity, seeking to understand the other person's perspective. Questions like, "What's your point of view on this?" or "Can you help me understand your reasoning?" shift the tone from adversarial to collaborative. This can diffuse tension and create an opportunity for mutual understanding and resolution. Asking questions that show genuine interest is also a great way to empower others. When you ask someone to share their thoughts or experiences, you give them a platform to express themselves, which can boost their confidence and self-esteem. People are more likely to open up when they feel like their opinions matter. This sense of empowerment can lead to more productive conversations, stronger teamwork, and greater trust in relationships. Effective questioning is not just about being curious, it's about being patient and thoughtful. It's easy to ask questions, but asking the right question at the right time requires attentiveness and empathy. You need to listen carefully to what others are saying and then ask questions that invite further exploration and insight. Rather than rushing to fill the silence or move the conversation along, take the time to listen and reflect on what's been shared before responding with a question that deepens the discussion. As you master the art of influence through curiosity, you'll find that your conversations become more dynamic and engaging. Your ability to ask insightful, open-ended questions will not only make you a better communicator, but also a more effective leader, collaborator, and problem solver. Curiosity gives you the power to unlock new ideas, build stronger relationships, and inspire meaningful change. All by asking the right questions. And the more you practice this skill, the more you'll see how powerful curiosity can be in guiding conversations and influencing outcomes in ways that words alone cannot achieve. Chapter 7. The silence between the words. In many conversations, we focus so much on what is being said that we overlook the moments of silence in between. Yet these moments are just as important as the words themselves. The pauses, the spaces where nothing is spoken, can be incredibly powerful. These silences can be used to convey meaning, create tension, invite reflection, and allow ideas to settle. The ability to understand and use the silence between words is a skill that can elevate your communication, making you not just a better speaker, but a more thoughtful and intentional one. Silence is often seen as uncomfortable or awkward, but in reality, it can be a powerful tool in communication. When you leave space between your words, you give your audience time to digest what you've said. This pause invites people to reflect on the message, which increases its impact. Rather than rushing to fill every moment with more words, the silence allows your message to linger in the air, making it more likely to resonate. One of the key benefits of using silence effectively is that it creates a sense of anticipation. When you pause before making an important point, people's attention is naturally drawn to what you're about to say next. This brief silence primes them to listen more intently as they subconsciously prepare themselves for something meaningful. By strategically using silence, you can build suspense and captivate your audience, keeping them engaged and focused. Silence also provides you with time to think and gather your thoughts. In fast-paced conversations or high-pressure situations, it's easy to feel the need to speak quickly to keep the flow going. However, when you embrace silence, you give yourself the opportunity to choose your words more carefully. This allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively, which in turn makes your communication more effective and measured. Silence can be a powerful tool in conflict resolution. During disagreements, emotions can run high, and words can become sharp or defensive. In these moments, taking a step back and embracing silence allows both parties time to cool down and reconsider their positions. Rather than reacting immediately, the pause gives everyone space to reflect on the situation with greater clarity, which can lead to more constructive dialogue and resolutions. Silence is also a way to show confidence. When you speak slowly and allow pauses, you demonstrate control over the conversation. You're not rushing to fill the air with words out of fear or insecurity. Instead, you are comfortable enough to let your thoughts settle and give others the time to process. This sense of control makes you appear more authoritative and composed, and it can encourage others to listen to you more attentively. Silence can be used as a means of non-verbal communication. The absence of words often speaks louder than any spoken phrase. A moment of silence can communicate a wide range of emotions, from sadness and reflection to agreement or contemplation. For example, a simple pause after someone shares an emotional story can convey empathy and understanding without the need for words. In this way, silence becomes a language of its own, capable of conveying complex feelings and messages that words may not always capture. In professional settings, silence can be a tool for persuasion. When you ask someone a question or present an idea, allowing silence afterward gives the other person the opportunity to think and respond thoughtfully. It also puts pressure on them to fill the gap, which can sometimes lead to more honest or revealing answers. In negotiations or sales, strategic pauses can create opportunities for you to understand the other person's position better and use that information to your advantage. As you learn to embrace silence in your communication, you'll notice how it enhances the quality of your conversations. You will become more deliberate with your words, knowing that the pauses in between are just as meaningful as what you say. The ability to balance speech and silence is an art form that not only makes you a more effective communicator, but also helps you connect with others on a deeper level. Whether you're leading a meeting, having a casual conversation, or navigating a difficult situation, the silence between the words holds immense power. Understanding and mastering this skill will transform the way you interact with others, making your communication not only more impactful, but also more thoughtful and intentional. Chapter 8. Speaking with Purpose, Aligning Your Words with Your Values. True power in communication comes not just from saying less or mastering non-verbal cues, but from speaking with purpose. When your words are aligned with your core values and beliefs, they carry a sense of authenticity and conviction that resonates deeply with others. Speaking with purpose means that you are intentional with what you say, how you say it, and why you say it. It's about ensuring that your message is a true reflection of who you are and what you stand for, and that it serves a greater purpose than simply filling the silence. When you speak with purpose, every word has meaning. You are not speaking just to speak, but to convey something meaningful. This requires a deep understanding of your own values, goals, and priorities. Before you speak, take a moment to reflect on your intentions. Are you trying to inform, inspire, or persuade? Are you expressing your beliefs or sharing a vision for the future? When you speak with clarity about your intentions, your message becomes more powerful and impactful because it's driven by purpose and conviction. This purposeful approach to communication also helps to filter out the noise. In today's world, we are bombarded with countless messages, opinions, and distractions. It's easy to get lost in the clutter and start speaking without thinking. But when you speak with purpose, you cut through that noise. Your words are focused, clear, and intentional, cutting straight to the heart of the matter. This clarity allows your message to stand out and be heard, as it's not lost in a sea of irrelevant chatter. Aligning your words with your values is not only important for your own clarity, but it also builds trust with others. When people see that you speak from a place of authenticity, they are more likely to listen and connect with what you're saying. Authentic communication shows integrity and sincerity, qualities that are highly valued in both personal and professional relationships. By being true to your beliefs and values, you demonstrate that you are reliable and consistent, and that your words can be trusted to reflect your true intentions. When your words are rooted in your core values, you also become more resilient in the face of disagreement or criticism. It's much easier to stand by your words when you know they are aligned with something that is important to you. Rather than becoming defensive or wavering under pressure, you can remain confident in your message because it reflects your authentic self. This strength is especially important in leadership and advocacy, where staying true to your purpose is key to influencing and inspiring others. Purposeful speech is also an incredibly effective tool for influence. When you speak with conviction and a clear sense of purpose, you inspire confidence in others. People are drawn to those who speak with clarity and intention, as it demonstrates both confidence and leadership. Whether in a professional presentation, a community discussion, or a personal conversation, speaking with purpose allows you to communicate with greater impact, inspiring action and change. One of the most important aspects of speaking with purpose is the ability to listen as well. Purposeful communication is a two-way street. Listening carefully to others' thoughts and ideas allows you to align your own message more effectively with their needs, concerns, and values. By engaging in active listening, you ensure that your words are not only true to yourself, but also relevant and meaningful to the person or group you are communicating with. This alignment between speaking and listening creates a more harmonious, productive, and effective dialogue. Another key aspect of speaking with purpose is the ability to simplify complex ideas. When you align your words with your values and purpose, you begin to focus on what truly matters. You eliminate the unnecessary jargon, the filler words, and the distractions that can cloud your message. Instead, you speak with clarity and precision, making your message easier to understand and more accessible to others. This is especially important in leadership, where complex ideas often need to be communicated in a way that inspires and motivates people to take action. The impact of speaking with purpose extends beyond just the immediate conversation. It can leave a lasting impression on the people you interact with. When your words are aligned with your values, they carry a sense of integrity that resonates long after the conversation has ended. People remember those who speak with authenticity, and your message is more likely to stick with them, influence their thinking, and inspire future action. Speaking with purpose also means using your words to create positive change. Whether you're advocating for a cause, rallying people toward a shared goal, or simply encouraging someone to reach their potential, speaking with purpose empowers you to make a difference. Your words can uplift, inspire, and drive people to take action. By aligning your speech with a higher purpose, you become a catalyst for change, helping others see the world in new ways and encouraging them to act on their values. Speaking with purpose is about being intentional, authentic, and clear in your communication. When you take the time to reflect on what you truly believe and how your words reflect those beliefs, you create a communication style that is powerful, impactful, and meaningful. Purposeful speech not only enhances your own personal effectiveness, but also creates deeper connections with others, inspires confidence, and drives positive change. Whether in a professional context, a community setting, or personal relationships, speaking with purpose can transform the way you communicate and the impact you have on the world around you. Chapter 9. The Power of Silence in Leadership. Leadership is often associated with speaking out, taking charge, and making decisions, but some of the most effective leaders are the ones who master the power of silence. True leadership is not always about dominating the conversation or giving orders. It's about creating space for others to think, reflect, and contribute. The power of silence in leadership lies in the ability to listen actively, observe carefully, and create an environment where others feel heard, respected, and empowered. When leaders use silence strategically, they can foster greater collaboration, inspire trust, and make more thoughtful, impactful decisions. One of the primary ways silence is a powerful tool in leadership is through active listening. Great leaders know that the key to understanding their teams, making sound decisions, and solving problems is listening, not just hearing, but truly understanding what others are saying. Silence gives leaders the opportunity to listen attentively without the urge to immediately respond or offer a solution. When you remain silent while someone is speaking, you allow them to express their ideas fully and articulate their concerns without interruption. This creates an environment of respect and trust, making people feel valued and heard. It also helps the leader gather all the necessary information before formulating a response or taking action. Leaders who embrace silence in conversations also invite others to share their thoughts more freely. By leaving pauses, you encourage team members to reflect and contribute their ideas, even if they might have been hesitant to speak up. Sometimes the silence itself creates a space of comfort where people feel more inclined to share their perspectives. In meetings, for instance, a well-timed pause after a question or statement allows individuals to process their thoughts and respond more thoughtfully, fostering richer discussions and more creative solutions. Silence can be a tool for self-reflection. As a leader, it's essential to take time to pause, reflect, and assess the situation before making decisions. Rather than reacting impulsively, leaders who embrace silence give themselves the space to evaluate the facts, consider the perspectives of others, and think strategically about the best course of action. This thoughtful pause before making decisions can lead to more informed, effective outcomes. It also signals to others that the leader is thoughtful and intentional, not hasty or reactive. Leaders who take the time to reflect are more likely to inspire confidence in their team, as people will trust that decisions are being made with careful consideration. Another way silence strengthens leadership is by fostering a sense of calm and composure. In high-pressure situations, leaders who can remain silent and composed project a sense of control and confidence. They are not rattled by the chaos around them, but rather create a sense of stability within their teams. This calmness can have a profound impact on team morale, helping others to stay focused and collected, even in the most challenging situations. Silence in times of crisis can be especially powerful, as it allows the leader to assess the situation carefully and respond in a way that is measured and clear-headed. Silence also plays a vital role in creating an environment of mutual respect. Leaders who use silence to allow others to speak or to reflect on what's been said are signaling that they value the opinions of others. When you speak less and listen more, you build a team culture where everyone's voice is important. This can lead to more open communication, stronger collaboration, and a deeper sense of trust. When people feel that they are being genuinely listened to, they are more likely to be engaged and motivated, which in turn increases the overall effectiveness of the team. Leaders can also use silence as a tool for guiding and influencing behavior. Instead of always giving direct instructions, a leader can sometimes use silence to allow the team to come to their own conclusions. By not immediately filling the silence with words, the leader allows others to reflect on their actions and decisions, empowering them to take ownership of their choices. This can be especially effective in situations where a leader is looking to foster problem-solving and innovation. By leaving space for others to think independently, a leader can encourage a sense of autonomy and accountability within the team. Silence is a powerful tool for establishing boundaries. Leaders who are comfortable with silence can assert themselves without needing to be overly vocal or confrontational. If a team member is speaking out of turn or becoming disruptive, a well-timed silence can act as a non-verbal cue that signals the need for respect or a change in behavior. The silence creates a moment of pause where the leader doesn't need to engage in a confrontation, but simply allows the situation to be acknowledged, thus reinforcing the importance of mutual respect. In negotiations or discussions with external parties, silence can also serve as a powerful tool of influence. By strategically pausing after presenting a point or making a request, a leader can create a sense of anticipation or pressure. Silence gives the other party time to think and respond, and often it encourages them to speak first, revealing important information or conceding ground. This allows the leader to better understand the position of the other side and to negotiate more effectively. The power of silence in leadership is about creating space for others to speak, space for reflection, and space for thoughtful action. Leaders who master silence are not passive or disengaged. Rather, they are intentional and deliberate in their communication. They understand that silence is not empty, it's full of potential. By using silence strategically, leaders can strengthen their relationships with their teams, make more thoughtful decisions, and inspire a greater sense of trust and respect. Silence, when wielded with purpose, becomes a powerful tool that enhances leadership effectiveness, making it one of the most underutilized yet impactful aspects of great leadership. Chapter 10. The Silence of Impact: Transforming Your Communication. As you've learned throughout this journey, silence is not just the absence of sound, it's an active, powerful tool in communication. Mastering the use of silence can transform the way you connect with others, shape your messages, and create lasting impressions. The true power of silence lies in its ability to amplify the impact of your words, allowing you to communicate more effectively, thoughtfully, and with greater influence. When used intentionally, silence enhances the clarity, depth, and resonance of your communication, making it not only more effective, but more meaningful. One of the most powerful ways silence can transform your communication is by allowing your words to be heard more clearly. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information, the sheer volume of speech often dilutes the impact of what is said. By pausing, you give your audience the opportunity to absorb and reflect on what you've just shared. Silence creates space for your message to settle and resonate, making it more likely that your audience will remember it. This is especially important in important conversations or speeches, where you want your words to have lasting impact. By speaking less and using pauses effectively, you increase the potency of your message and make it more memorable. Silence also transforms the quality of your interactions. When you embrace silence, you invite others into the conversation, giving them the space to express their thoughts, ideas, and emotions. Instead of dominating the discussion with your own words, you create a balanced exchange where everyone feels valued. This kind of communication fosters deeper connections and creates a sense of mutual respect. People are more likely to listen to you and trust your words when they feel heard and understood. In this way, silence helps build rapport and strengthen relationships, whether in personal, professional, or public settings. Another transformative effect of silence is its ability to foster clarity of thought. When you speak quickly without pause, you risk overwhelming your audience or yourself with a flurry of ideas. But when you take a moment to pause, you allow your thoughts to settle and you become more deliberate in your communication. Silence helps you choose your words carefully, ensuring that you are expressing yourself with intention and precision. It allows you to cut through the noise and focus on the key points that matter most. By speaking less, but with greater thoughtfulness, you create more clear and impactful communication. Silence also offers the power of non-verbal communication. Sometimes the most significant things are left unsaid. Silence can communicate a wealth of information without the need for words. The way you use silence can convey empathy, understanding, disagreement, or respect, even without a single word being spoken. For example, when you listen without interrupting, or when you give someone a moment of pause after a difficult statement, the silence itself communicates care and consideration. In this way, silence becomes a powerful tool for conveying emotions and building connections beyond the limitations of language. The strategic use of silence can also elevate your influence and authority. People who can command silence are often perceived as more thoughtful, composed, and confident. When you speak with intentional pauses, you show that you are not rushed and that your words have weight and significance. The silence in between words signals confidence and control, which enhances your credibility as a leader, speaker, or influencer. Silence allows you to control the flow of conversation, making it easier for others to listen and follow your lead. Whether you are negotiating, presenting, or simply engaging in conversation, using silence to control the pace gives you the upper hand and reinforces your authority. Silence is also an essential tool for emotional intelligence. Knowing when to remain silent requires a deep understanding of the emotions and needs of others. Sometimes, silence is the best response in emotionally charged situations. Instead of reacting impulsively or saying the wrong thing, silence provides you with time to reflect, process, and respond more thoughtfully. It helps you avoid saying something in haste that you may later regret. Silence allows you to give others the space to express themselves, and it can provide the emotional distance necessary to remain calm and composed in difficult moments. This emotional restraint can transform your communication style, making you a more effective and empathetic communicator. In situations of conflict or disagreement, silence can be a powerful tool for de-escalation. When tensions rise, words can sometimes inflame the situation further. By choosing silence, you create a moment of calm, allowing both sides to collect their thoughts before continuing the conversation. This pause can help reduce defensiveness, allowing for more productive dialogue and a greater likelihood of resolution. Silence gives everyone involved the opportunity to reflect on the conversation, consider alternative viewpoints, and approach the situation with a clearer mindset. By using silence in moments of conflict, you help prevent misunderstandings and create an environment where mutual respect and cooperation can thrive. Silence can empower others to speak up. In group settings, leaders and communicators who use silence effectively create space for others to share their ideas. When you pause after asking a question or making a statement, you give people the time to process their thoughts and respond. This silence encourages participation and helps draw out valuable contributions from those who may otherwise remain quiet. It also shows that you value other people's perspectives, fostering a culture of openness and inclusion. By using silence strategically, you can create a more collaborative and dynamic environment where everyone's voice is heard. The silence of impact doesn't just apply to formal situations like meetings or speeches. It can transform everyday communication. Whether you're in a casual conversation with friends, having a difficult discussion with a family member, or addressing a team at work, the strategic use of silence can make your communication more effective. By allowing the conversation to flow naturally, taking a moment to reflect before speaking, and leaving pauses for others to contribute, you create deeper, more meaningful connections with those around you. Silence is a gift that allows you to communicate more powerfully, with greater thoughtfulness and purpose. The power of silence lies in its ability to enhance every aspect of your communication. It helps you speak with greater clarity and conviction, builds stronger relationships, and fosters an environment of respect and understanding. Whether you're leading, influencing, or simply conversing with others, silence is a tool that can transform the way you communicate and the impact you have on the world. By mastering the art of silence, you unlock the full potential of your voice, making your words not just heard, but felt, understood, and remembered. Chapter 11. Silence in the Digital Age, the Art of Saying Less Online. In a world dominated by instant communication, social media, and the constant flow of digital information, silence can feel like a rarity. The digital age has created an environment where we are expected to be constantly available, responsive, and vocal. Yet, in this age of information overload, the power of silence online has never been more important. Silence, when used deliberately in the digital realm, can allow you to reclaim your voice, protect your well-being, and communicate with greater intention and clarity. The digital world is constantly evolving, and with it comes an endless stream of content. Whether it's social media posts, emails, text messages, or news updates, we are inundated with information every second of the day. This constant bombardment can lead to decision fatigue, overwhelm, and a sense of powerlessness. However, silence in the digital age is not about retreating from these platforms, but about learning how to navigate them with purpose. It's about making deliberate choices about when to speak, when to listen, and when to step back. One of the most powerful ways silence can be utilized in the digital age is by practicing mindful consumption of information. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media feeds, reading every article, or responding to every message, you can use silence to filter out the noise and focus on what truly matters. In the digital age, silence becomes an act of self-care, protecting your mind from the overwhelming influx of data, opinions, and distractions. By stepping back and choosing not to engage with every piece of content that comes your way, you can create a more balanced, intentional relationship with the digital world. In the context of social media, silence can be a tool for maintaining your peace of mind and emotional health. Social media platforms are designed to be highly engaging, often encouraging users to share, comment, and react instantly. This constant engagement can create pressure to always be on, to keep up with trends, or to voice an opinion on every issue. However, not every conversation or post requires a response. Choosing silence, rather than feeling compelled to participate in every discussion, allows you to maintain a sense of control over your time and energy. It helps you avoid unnecessary conflict, prevent emotional burnout, and focus on creating content that aligns with your values, rather than reacting to every piece of trending news or opinion. Silence in the digital age is also a tool for intentional communication. In a world where text-based communication is often stripped of tone and context, silence allows you to convey meaning without over-explaining or misinterpreting. Rather than responding quickly to every text or email, taking a moment of silence to consider your response can help you choose your words carefully and avoid misunderstandings. This is especially important in professional settings where the digital back and forth can sometimes lead to miscommunication or unnecessary escalation. A well-timed silence or pause before responding can help you formulate a clearer, more thoughtful reply that aligns with your goals. Silence in digital communication can be a sign of strength and confidence. In a world where people are often rewarded for being loud, bold, and opinionated, choosing not to engage in every online discussion or argument demonstrates self-discipline and emotional intelligence. You are not being silent out of fear, but because you recognize that some conversations are better left unheard. By practicing silence, you refuse to be swayed by every trend or argument, maintaining your focus on what truly matters to you. This ability to resist the urge to react instantly and to step back when necessary is a hallmark of emotional maturity and resilience in the digital world. Another key aspect of silence in the digital age is the ability to disconnect. In a world where we are always plugged in, taking moments of silence offline can allow us to recharge, refocus, and reconnect with ourselves. Disconnecting from digital platforms, even if just for a short period, gives you the space to reflect, prioritize, and regain your mental clarity. In fact, silence can be a powerful tool for digital detox, helping you break free from the constant pull of notifications, likes, and comments. By intentionally stepping away from the digital noise, you can create a more peaceful, productive, and balanced life. Silence also has a unique power when it comes to digital content creation. In a world where everyone is vying for attention, choosing to say less can make your message stand out more. Instead of posting frequently just to keep up with the cycle of content creation, you can choose to be more intentional about what you share. Fewer, but more impactful, posts or messages can create a deeper connection with your audience. Whether through a blog, social media, or video content, the power of silence in your digital presence comes from focusing on quality over quantity. By saying less and focusing on creating content that truly adds value, you can cultivate a more engaged, loyal audience. Another aspect of silence in the digital age is its potential for enhancing privacy and boundaries. With the proliferation of digital communication, many people feel the need to be constantly accessible and responsive. However, silence allows you to maintain healthy boundaries, ensuring that your personal time and space are respected. By choosing when and how to engage, you protect your time and energy, preventing the digital world from infringing upon your life in a way that feels overwhelming or intrusive. Silence empowers you to take back control of your online presence, ensuring that it aligns with your personal needs and values. Silence can also promote mindfulness and presence in the digital age. Instead of multitasking or being distracted by constant notifications, silence allows you to focus on one task or conversation at a time. Whether it's in a meeting, during a virtual conversation, or while consuming digital content, choosing to silence distractions can help you be more present and engaged. This mindfulness leads to more thoughtful interactions, better decision-making, and a deeper connection to the digital experiences you choose to engage with. Silence online can help you cultivate a stronger sense of self-awareness. By practicing silence, whether in digital conversations or in moments of reflection away from the screen, you can reconnect with your values, intentions, and goals. Silence allows you to step back and evaluate how your online actions align with your broader objectives, whether in your personal life, career, or creative pursuits. In a world where digital interactions can often feel superficial or reactionary, silence helps you stay grounded, intentional, and true to yourself. The power of silence in the digital age is not about disengaging from the world, but about engaging in a more thoughtful, intentional way. By using silence strategically in your online interactions, content creation, and consumption, you can reclaim your voice, protect your peace, and communicate more effectively. In a digital world that never stops, silence becomes a tool for balance, focus, and clarity. By embracing silence, you can transform the way you communicate and interact online, creating deeper, more meaningful connections and preserving your well-being in the process. Chapter 12. Silence in Leadership: Leading with Fewer Words. Leadership is often thought of as a role that requires constant communication, giving speeches, holding meetings, and always being vocal with your thoughts and ideas. However, some of the most effective leaders throughout history have understood that the true power of leadership often lies in what is not said. Silence in leadership isn't about being passive or disengaged. It's about using fewer words to make a greater impact, fostering trust, and guiding your team with clarity, purpose, and vision. When practiced intentionally, silence becomes a tool that empowers others, strengthens your leadership presence, and elevates the effectiveness of your communication. One of the most profound ways silence can be applied in leadership is through active listening. A great leader knows that to lead effectively, they must first understand the needs, concerns, and ideas of their team. By embracing silence and allowing others to speak without interruption, you demonstrate that you value their input and are truly listening to them. This act of silence shows respect and opens the door to more meaningful conversations. When people feel heard, they are more likely to trust you, collaborate effectively, and take ownership of their roles. Listening without rushing to respond or dominate the conversation builds stronger, more cohesive teams. Silence also fosters an environment where people feel empowered to speak up. In many organizational settings, employees may hesitate to voice their thoughts or ideas, fearing judgment or rejection. By strategically using silence, leaders create space for others to contribute without pressure. For example, after asking a question or making a statement, pausing and allowing others time to process and respond encourages them to share their thoughts openly. In this way, silence becomes an enabler of dialogue, collaboration, and innovation. Leaders who embrace silence can cultivate a culture where everyone feels valued, and diverse perspectives are given room to flourish. Another key way silence enhances leadership is by allowing you to think more deeply before making decisions. In a fast-paced world, leaders are often expected to make quick decisions and provide immediate responses. However, this rapid-fire approach can sometimes lead to hasty decisions that lack thoughtful consideration. Silence provides the opportunity to reflect and evaluate the best course of action. Pausing before responding in meetings or making critical decisions gives you the time to weigh different perspectives, gather your thoughts, and ensure that your choices are aligned with the vision and values of the organization. The quiet moments of reflection can lead to more strategic, thoughtful decisions that benefit the team in the long run. Silence also allows leaders to communicate their authority and presence without speaking. In many leadership contexts, the ability to be present without saying a word can be incredibly powerful. When you remain calm and composed, even in challenging situations, you convey strength and stability. Silence can communicate confidence and control, signaling to your team that you are not easily rattled and that you trust in your ability to handle any situation. This silent strength can inspire confidence in your team and reinforce your leadership position even without uttering a word. Leaders who know when to remain silent can exude an aura of competence and authority, commanding respect and trust from those around them. In moments of conflict or crisis, silence can be a powerful tool for de-escalation. As a leader, you are often called upon to navigate tense or difficult situations, whether it's resolving conflicts between team members or addressing a crisis within the organization. In these moments, reacting impulsively with words or actions can escalate the situation further. Choosing silence in such circumstances gives you the opportunity to gather your thoughts, assess the situation objectively, and respond with a calm and measured approach. The silence allows emotions to settle, tensions to ease, and the conversation to shift from reactive to constructive. By staying silent in moments of conflict, you create space for resolution and calm. Silence can be used by leaders to encourage reflection and introspection within the team. Leaders who speak less often create an environment where their words are more impactful and thought-provoking. When you speak, people listen more intently, knowing that your words are carefully chosen. Silence encourages others to think critically about what has been said and how they can apply it in their own work. Instead of offering constant guidance or solutions, leaders who use silence effectively allow their teams to arrive at answers on their own, fostering growth, problem-solving, and autonomy. This approach builds a sense of ownership and accountability as team members feel empowered to find their own solutions. Silence also creates a sense of focus and direction in leadership. A leader who speaks sparingly sends a clear message. Only the most important things need to be said. By using silence to filter out unnecessary distractions and unnecessary talk, you set the tone for your team to prioritize what truly matters. This allows everyone to stay aligned with the overall goals and vision of the organization. When you reduce the noise and clutter of excessive communication, you create an environment where people can focus on the essential tasks, reducing confusion and enhancing productivity. Silence allows leaders to model emotional regulation and resilience. Leadership often involves navigating high-stress situations, and how you respond to pressure can significantly impact your team. Instead of reacting with frustration, anger, or anxiety, leaders who remain silent in difficult moments show their emotional control and composure. This calm presence helps the team feel more secure, knowing that their leader can handle the pressure without overreacting. This emotional stability fosters a positive work environment, where people feel supported and confident in their ability to handle challenges. Another critical aspect of silence in leadership is the ability to foster trust and transparency. Leaders who speak too much can inadvertently create an atmosphere of uncertainty or confusion. When you communicate constantly, especially with mixed messages or vague statements, it can lead to misunderstandings and a lack of clarity. On the other hand, leaders who embrace silence allow their actions and decisions to speak for themselves. By speaking less and following through on their commitments, they build trust with their team. Silence creates space for leaders to act thoughtfully and consistently, letting their integrity and intentions shine through without the need for excessive words. Silence can be a powerful tool for self-care in leadership. The demands placed on leaders can be intense, and the pressure to constantly perform and communicate can lead to burnout. Taking moments of silence allows leaders to recharge, reflect, and take care of their mental and emotional well-being. By prioritizing silence and stepping back from the constant flow of communication, leaders can regain clarity, focus, and energy. This self-care is not just beneficial for the leader themselves, but also for the team, as a well-rested and composed leader is better equipped to lead effectively. Silence in leadership is not about being quiet for the sake of being quiet. It's about using silence as a tool for deeper, more meaningful communication. Leaders who understand the power of silence can create environments of trust, reflection, focus, and growth. Silence becomes a way to lead with intention, listening with empathy, and responding with wisdom. By saying less, leaders can actually say more with impact, more with purpose, and more with the power to inspire and transform. Silence, when used strategically, becomes an integral part of powerful leadership that motivates, empowers, and leads by example. As we've explored throughout this journey, the power of saying less is not merely about reducing the number of words we speak. It's about embracing silence as a tool for deeper connection, intentional communication, and personal growth. In a world that often values noise, constant engagement, and immediate responses, silence stands as a reminder of the strength found in restraint and thoughtful consideration. Saying less can transform our personal and professional lives in profound ways. By mastering the art of silence, we can enhance our ability to listen actively, foster understanding, and communicate with greater clarity and impact. Whether it's through pausing to let our words resonate, choosing silence over unnecessary speech, or giving others the space to express themselves, each moment of restraint allows us to connect more meaningfully with those around us. In our personal lives, embracing silence can lead to a deeper sense of self-awareness, emotional balance, and a stronger sense of purpose. By giving ourselves permission to be still, we can recalibrate, reflect, and make decisions that are aligned with our values. Silence allows us to step away from the noise of external expectations and tune into our own inner wisdom, empowering us to live with greater intention and authenticity. Silence becomes a powerful tool for creating environments of trust, collaboration, and growth. Leaders who speak less but listen more foster a culture of respect, innovation, and emotional intelligence. They understand that true authority isn't found in the loudest voice, but in the quiet confidence to lead with purpose, patience, and empathy. In the digital age, silence becomes a shield against the overwhelming flow of information, allowing us to reclaim our focus, protect our well-being, and communicate more intentionally. By embracing silence online, we can curate our digital presence with greater care, avoid unnecessary conflict, and focus on what truly matters in our virtual interactions. The power of saying less is not about shutting down communication, but about refining it. It's about choosing when to speak and when to listen, when to act and when to reflect. It's about recognizing that sometimes the most impactful message is the one left unsaid. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It means strength, confidence, and a deep respect for the power of words. As you continue on your journey, remember that silence is a powerful tool you can wield in any aspect of your life. Whether you're engaging with others, making decisions, or navigating the complexities of modern communication, the art of saying less will empower you to speak with greater impact, purpose, and authenticity. So, embrace the power of silence and let it transform the way you communicate and live.